Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl, Missnicety on Be More Playbook. This is my platform where I provide you my weekly insight on sports and more. And I know it's late coming in here with this week 13. I'm bringing it to you guys late, but all I can say is better late than never. Anyway, I'm coming in late the week 13, and it's kind of sad because we know if it's week 13, we only have 5 more weeks left, y'all. And someone's going to the Super Bowl. But let's talk about week 12. You need to be listening to your girl, okay? Because your girl is coming in strong, y'all. Once again, my picks are great. I only got 3 wrong, 13 games, remaining 10 right. And let's start with the ones that I did get wrong. I picked Pittsburgh to win against Cleveland Browns, but Cleveland won 24-19. And all I can say, Pittsburgh, you done messed up now by losing to Cleveland. You done messed up. This should have been an easy win, an easy check. And now you messed up because if you look at your remaining schedule, you have to play Cincinnati, then you go back and play the Browns, who you lost against, and then you play, I'm not sure if it's the Ravens or the Eagles first, but you play those 2 games. You play Chiefs, and then you go back and you play Cincinnati again. So out of the teams remaining for you to play and getting into this playoffs, beating your division, this Cleveland Browns should be an easy win. And then come back and get another win. The only one, felt like you should have gotten both of these points. And the only team, Cincinnati, maybe split that, win one, lose one. Baltimore Chiefs and the Eagles, you're going to lose all 3 of those. So to stay in and you kind of messed up. And I still don't see how you lost. I really don't. Pittsburgh, you made 17 first downs. Cleveland, you made 17 first downs. Pittsburgh, you made a total of 368 yards. Cleveland, they only made 304 yards, right? And Pittsburgh, you had 1 turnover, whereas Cleveland had 3 turnovers. So I'm really not understanding. And please don't say it was the weather. So, but I do want to say, Russell, you were sacked 4 times. And guess what? Every 4 times was your fault. Okay? You holding on the ball too long. You moving backwards. Every single sack you had, y'all at -5 or more yards. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. If you have the ball, I don't know what y'all count to. Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3. The ball need to come by Mississippi 3. You need to do something with it. You need to throw it. If you're going to run, we don't mind you running. Run to the side or run forward. Throw the ball. But stop running backwards. You taking your whole team backwards. And that may be the reason why you guys didn't win that. I mean, because Winston, he only had 1 sack. You had 4 sacks. 4, that's not good. And y'all need to learn how to use Justin Fields. He's in there. He's a pretty decent quarterback. Use him. Some of those sacks you shouldn't even have because you shouldn't even been in the game. They might need to know when to take you out and substitute Justin Fields. Those turnovers, and it just gotta stop. Matter of fact, that 1 turnover that you guys have, I don't even think y'all scored on it. All you did was go down the field to get backed up. But anyway, that's it for beating that horn, because you guys, y'all just have to learn. And the next loss that I had in week 12 was between Kansas City and North Carolina. I actually picked North Carolina to win. That was one of my upsets. They almost pulled it off. The main reason why they didn't pull it off is because Carolina, when they talk about fine coaches and things like that, you know, Bryce, he's getting his feet wet, right? He's still getting his feet wet. But you need to stop these 2-point conversions. Stop it. Go ahead and take the 1 point. I believe this is the reason why you lost. You lost to Kansas City when you could have won. Stop those 2-point conversions. They not helping. They messing up the game. You know what I mean? Once you get going, you get your touchdown. Kick the ball right through and go on and stop the next play. But if you doing these 2-point conversions and you're missing out on points. And not only that, you're missing out on people's spirit. You're bringing their spirit down. So you need to stop these 2 points. It's too many of them for no particular reason. Okay, Kansas City won. I believe they won fair and square, because once they got that ball, Andy Reid did his job with managing that clock, getting that ball down so they could hit a field goal, and that was all she wrote. Third and the final game that I got wrong, week 12, was Tennessee and Houston. I picked Houston to win, and Tennessee won 32-27. And how they did that, I do not know. CJ Stroud, I understand that your team is kind of banged up, but that's no excuse. You still need to find a way to win the game, okay? That's no excuse to lose to a 2-18. So I blame that on Houston. And CJ Stroud, you right there. I blame it on you too. So those are my picks from last week in my report card, which was outstanding. Now let's go right to week 13. And I know I'm coming in late, but I already did my picks for week 13. I just haven't done my video. Chicago and Detroit. I picked Detroit to win, and they won. Between the New York Giants and Dallas, I picked Dallas to win, and they won. Between Miami and Green Bay, that was kind of easy. I picked Jordan, and they won. My Friday game, so all of mine are right so far. I picked Kansas City to win. I figured Vegas didn't have a chance, so I don't know why they fired their coach. So for the first 4 games that had expired already, picked all 4 of them right so far. So listen to your girl. 7 total 1 o'clock games, and I have between the Chargers and Atlanta. Who you think? I picked the home team, guys. I have Atlanta beating this and beating this strong. Let's move on to Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Pittsburgh is going into Cincinnati. I have Pittsburgh winning. I believe that there was a lesson to be learned with how they played last week with the Browns. And I do not see Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, repeating that with Cincinnati. Now, moving on to Kyler Murray, that's Arizona. They're going to go into Minnesota and play the Vikings. I have the Vikings beating. Yes, I have the Vikings beating. Between Indianapolis Colts and New England, I have the Colts beating. Between Seattle and the New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers is not really doing anything. I'm not expecting him to do anything, so I don't expect them to win. I expect Geno Smith to do all he needs to do with his exciting moves on the field. I expect them to win. Now, Tennessee against Washington. I know Tennessee just beat, and they are now a 3-8 team, but I do not see them going into Washington and winning. So I'm picking the home team. And not only that, I looked at their injury report. They have a lot of injuries. They have a lot of players listed. And Will Levis, he been playing for them for 2 years. And I just have them losing to Washington. I feel like Washington, they say he's regressing and he's going to be home. And I expect them to take advantage of that. Between Houston and Jacksonville. Jacksonville cannot beat anyone. I don't know if Trevor the Trash is coming back or not. He said that he want to, and he was throwing around, but they're doing so poorly. I don't even see why he would want to come in here. Houston and Jacksonville, and I have you winning. CJ Stroud, you guys have quite a few players that's all banged up. And like I said, that's not an excuse. And I even looked at your players. I only saw 2 of them that were offense players. That was a tight end and a wide receiver. All the rest of them are defense players, okay? So that gives you no excuse You still should be playing. You still should be making touchdowns. You still should be winning. So I'm gonna give it to you this week. But if you don't win this game, I feel like you're regressing as well. Between the Rams and the New Orleans not winning much or nothing. So there's no need to have some kind of expectation that the Saints are gonna win anything this week. They are playing the Rams, and the Rams is not even such a great team, but I have the Rams winning. Between Tampa Bay and North Carolina, last week was your opportunity to win. Unfortunately, this is not. I expect Tampa Bay to work a little harder to move towards trying to win the division and snatch it away from Atlanta. What else? Philly and Baltimore. Here we go, y'all. One great team against another great team. Honestly, if Baltimore defense was a little stronger, I would say you could handle Philly, because them boys are rolling, okay? Them boys are rolling. It is nothing like, the boys are just rolling. I know that Brandon Graham is out for the season, and that's a defense player for us. I feel like our defense is a little hurt, but knowing how Lamar play, I think they can step up and kind of shut them down, or if not shut them down, at least limit them so they can win this game. So I have Philly going into Baltimore, upsetting them. Between San Francisco and Buffalo, I have Josh Allen winning, and I have San Francisco losing. Also, I think they was questioning if Brock Purdy was hurt at the end of that game. They just had 2 losses, and they shall lose again against the Bills. Monday night game between Cleveland and Denver, I have Cleveland winning, and that may be my upset of the week, because I'm quite sure everybody gonna think that Broncos smash, right? Because of Bo Nix. But I don't think it's happening. I think he's going to repeat what he did in Pittsburgh. The guys are coming together. Jameson is on that high. And I think that they're going to go into Denver and win this one. So those are my picks. Enjoy your football. And I'll see you at week 14.